Hi guys. It has been, I believe, 23 days post-op. I had my lap band surgery on March 27th, and I don't know the date to date. The date today. Sorry. So it's been a little over 3 weeks since I've had the surgery. Today, my last steri strip from my incision fell off, and I know it's just a thin piece of plastic, but it made me feel safe. I don't know, like it was going to keep everything in if for some reason my incision was to burst open. I know that's so stupid, but anyway, so I feel very vulnerable today with no steri strips. All of the incisions are looking good. They're just kind of scabby and gross. I took a picture of them. I went shopping yesterday, and I almost posted the picture of my stomach and my incisions, but I didn't. If that's something, if y'all are interested in seeing stuff like that, just let me know and I'll post it. I didn't want to scare anybody though, because you know, my stomach's nothing pretty to look at. There's no six-pack abs going on just yet, and it's bruised. Because I forgot to mention this, but my surgeon, after she does weight loss surgery, it doesn't matter what type of weight loss surgery, you have to do 30 days of injections of blood thinners. And it's horrible. I hate this. I told my husband last night that doing these injections daily, I'm just going to work that much harder to never get to a point where I have diabetes, where I have to give myself daily insulin shots. Because I mean, I know that the Lord would give me strength if I ever got to that point to do that. But right now it's like, okay, I want to work that much harder to never have to do that, because it hurts and it's not fun and it just sucks. I wrote down a few things because people have asked me questions, and I just kind of wanted to get through them. The shots, a bruise. Gosh, I guess it's called the heparin shot. You know, it's what they give you right before surgery or right after surgery or whatever for a blood thinner. And it was like a grapefruit sized bruise on my stomach. And now it's healing from like the inside out. So now it kind of looks like a horse bite or something. It's really strange. I would show you, but it's not pretty. And it's just not in a pretty place. And then the whole bottom part of my stomach is one ginormous bruise from all these injections I've been giving myself every day. They keep saying, oh, do it 2 inches from your belly button. Well, 2 inches from either side of my belly button is full of bruises, and it hurts and it's painful. And sometimes I hit a capillary, and then there's blood, and it just sucks. I have another week of that, and then I'll be done. To tell you the truth, the bruising on my stomach from the shots is more painful now than my incisions. My port incision, which was the largest, it was 7 staples, looks the best. It looks beautiful. I mean, it looks like it's like the perfect scar. You know, it looks like it's going to heal great. There's no scab. It's beautiful. The other tiny incisions have these huge gnarly scars on them. I joke that the one in the middle is a unicorn because it has like this huge scar or huge nasty white scab just out of the middle of it. It's just gross. It's just gross. Surgery is not pretty, guys. Just FYI. My pain is good. I haven't had, I don't know when I had pain medication. Gosh, I don't know, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. It's been a while. My pain's been good. Like I said, the biggest pain is the bruising on the lower part of my stomach from all the injections. What am I eating? Right now, I'm kind of eating whatever I really want, but not, I say whatever I want. I'm finally, like, I've had chicken breast, and that it wasn't a big deal. I've had lunch meat, and it wasn't a big deal. I went to a luncheon at church, and they had boxed sandwich meals. And, you know, it was lunchtime, and I was like, well, I've never had the deli meat, but let's try it. So I did, and it was fine. It went down fine. Everything was fine. So, you know, I was like, okay, great. That's a good source of protein now. But it's lunch meat's too high in sodium. I've been a little crazy about, like, trying to portion out my sodium contents throughout the day. I've never really paid attention to the sodium that I've been eating before, but now I'm kind of crazy about it. My husband said the other night we were going to go, we live in West Texas, and West Texas Rosa's Cafe is like a big deal. I never got it till I moved here, and I still really don't get it. But everybody loves it. Everybody wants to eat there. We were going to go eat there, so I got on their website, was looking at their nutritional information, and I was like, gosh, Aaron, there's nothing I can eat. You know, it's all so high in sodium and fat, and there's really nothing. And he said, are you really going to, you know, make a big deal about what you're going to eat? It's just one meal. And, you know, I sat there and thought about it for a minute, and I was like, yeah, I think I am. You know, I didn't go through all this pain and work and money to have this surgery to blow off one meal, because my personality isn't, I'll just blow off this one meal. My personality is, yeah, I'll blow off this one meal, maybe the next, and then, you know, I'm eating 1,500 calories a meal or something. You know, I don't have that luxury. I'm not one of those people that can just go and eat whatever they want. I have to plan, and you do when you're trying to lose weight, especially when you've gone to the extreme of having surgery to lose weight. People have asked me what my relationship with food is like now. And to be honest, it's a struggle. I don't know if it'll ever be easy. I don't know if it'll ever be to that point where I can go to Rosa's or to Olive Garden and not want a breadstick from Olive Garden, or not want an enchilada from Rosa's. I don't think it'll ever be that way. I don't think I'll ever be one of those people that's like, oh, I really, really would love a salad with no dressing and no salsa, and I would just like to do that every day. I don't think I'll ever be that kind of person. I just have to learn how to balance it out, because my issue isn't that I want to eat high-calorie foods all day long. My issue is one particular food. And I'm not saying I just have an issue with one food. I'm saying that if I really am trying to limit myself on carbs and we go to Olive Garden, I can't eat just one breadstick. If I start to eat a breadstick, then I want 3 or 4. So I just can't eat them now. And we went to lunch a few weeks ago, and, you know, I didn't have any breadsticks at Olive Garden. And, you know, one of my friends said, oh, it's just not worth it to me. You know, I want a breadstick. And I'm like, well, I can't stop. I cannot have just one and be satisfied. I need 3 or 4 before I'm satisfied. So the best option for me is just to not do it. Because once I start, I can't stop until they're gone. I hope it's not always like that in my life, but I kind of have to come to terms with myself that I have that type of personality. I've never had to deal with an addiction of like alcohol or drugs or anything like that. And so I don't want to compare myself to somebody who has an addiction like that, because I've never gone through that, so I don't have the right to say that. But I will say that I do feel that I'm addicted to food. And it's because if I have just a little taste of that breadstick, or a little taste of that chocolate cake, or that little taste of that ice cream, I can't think about anything else until whatever it is gone. I can't, I'll take, like if I want a breadstick, I can't just take a bite and then leave it on my plate. I obsess over it until the thing of bread is gone. I can't make a batch of cookies at home and have one and then put them away. I can't do that, because I obsess over those cookies in the kitchen, and I just want to go eat them. I want to eat them all. And I will, and I've done it many times. So, you know, that's the reason I've had surgery to control this, and I have a lot of work to do on myself. I know it's not a quick fix, and it's a work in progress. But my relationship with food now is I'm going to eat to survive and not survive to eat, because it's kind of an issue for me. But I'm doing good. I started jogging Monday, so I guess like 4 days ago. Today's Friday. A lot of you who have followed me for a while know that I did the Couch to 5K last summer, and I loved it. And, by the time it was over, I could jog 30 minutes straight. Now, jog, okay? I couldn't sprint. I still can't sprint. Jog. I'm talking like 4 miles per hour on the treadmill. Some people, that's a brisk walk. For me, that's jogging. So, just FYI, when I talk about jogging and everything, I'm not going 8 miles per hour on the treadmill, because one day I will, but today that's just kind of crazy. So I started that Monday. Monday, I thought I would die. Those of you who have done the Couch to 5K program, it's like the simplest thing. And those of you who haven't, I would really tell you to check it out. It's a free app you can download on your iPhone, your Android, your whatever. It's free. It's easy. You can keep up with it. Super easy. I think like week 1, you jog for a minute and then you walk for a minute and a half. And and then every week you jog for longer and walk for shorter. It's a great program. So I started doing that Monday. Thought I was going to die. Then I did it Wednesday, and I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. And then I'm about to go to the gym now. That's why I look so lovely. But anyway, I just wanted to clue y'all in on my progress thus far. I don't know what my weight is. I haven't weighed because I don't want to disappoint myself. I know a lot of people gain weight in between their first week checkup after surgery and before their first fill. It's called Banster hell because the swelling in your stomach is almost gone. You don't have any restriction yet because you haven't had a fill yet. So you can pretty much eat without restriction. And I still feel a little restriction, but not much. So I have to be very careful. I can have more calories now. I've been tracking on MyFitnessPal like a wild woman, because if I don't, then I don't grasp how much sodium I'm having, how much fat, etc. that I'm eating. You just kind of have to keep up with it. If you don't, then you just eat mindlessly, and it sucks, because then you're going to gain weight, and it's a vicious cycle. So anyway, I don't know if I've lost any weight. I don't know about my inches. I haven't done any of that. My first fill is next week on Thursday. I have a 9cc band, and the nurse said that we would fill with 2.5 cc's. She did say that it would probably take me 2 or 3 months to find my sweet spot, where she says my sweet spot is where I can no longer tolerate bread, which is good because bread is a weakness of mine, and if I just can't eat it, then, like I said, I can't start that chain reaction. So anyway, thank you all for supporting me. I'm so excited to have y'all here. Again, if I can answer any questions, let me know. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm just a girl who's fat, who's trying not to be. So just let me know if y'all have anything. If I can help you with anything, just let me know. And thank you so much for helping me on this.